Welcome back to another show of Passing Two.
This is new, right? Because I never heard this before. Is what y'all be doing on regular?
No.
Oh, okay.
That was the first time
I was like,
she's
say
ever
like-
used that. Welcome back to Two Passing Time. You are with Happy and
Your host, Maddie.
we're back with our guest of today.
Known as Neo.
Thank you. Today we'll be going in a little personal. We'll be getting a little personal. Telling y'all little stories. The topic is gonna be friendships. How they change, they have their ups and downs, but in the end we always find our true people.
Deep.
True colors always show.
That is very true. You know, there is one song that I heard. I heard it, I think 2 years ago.
You still remember?
Yeah, I don't remember all the words, but it was, your true colors will always show.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
reminded me of that song. I loved it so much. But let's go ahead and pass it on to Maddie, our host. Welcome.
Why are you passing down to me?
Because you're the host.
Yeah.
Yeah, terrible. I mean, she already gave us our intro,
Yes.
so I don't know what is left to say.
Was that a good intro? Was that good?
Yeah.
That was a
Bad?
good intro. It's not bad. Not
Yeah.
bad.
So friendship over time, you know, let's just talk about like basically how friends have evolved since your childhood. Matter of fact, since Africa to here. How many of you are still in touch with your African friends from Africa?
Cricket.
Do any of you guys still remember their names at least?
I still remember
I do
few
actually.
of them.
I had a best friend. The only reason I remember because they had the same name as me. Remember? Yeah. They used to call me like, "Hey, you don't remember me?" I'm like, "Bro, I was like 5, 6. We have the same name. We grew up together and this and that."
They need money.
I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool," but I don't really remember anything. Like,
Yeah, I kind of
Wow.
forgot a lot of stuff from when I was younger. A
What
lot
is-
of things that happened before coming to the U.S. I feel like I forgot.
What is there to remember? LOL.
There's so much.
not really.
There's
You were
so
still
much.
young.
You would,
Yes, but like there was so much that happened.
Nothing. If you can't remember, that means
a
nothing
lot
happened.
No.
If you don't really-
You know, your brain chooses to forget anything that was traumatic.
So, would you consider people you went like not middle school, like elementary school,
Primary.
your friends?
There were friends that, yeah,
No,
I had
not
some
your
friends.
Do you still have them as your friend? No.
No,
Some
I'm
of
saying there
them.
were some that were like, you know, we were tight.
Yes,
I
try
still
now?
call them
What
my
happened?
childhood friends.
Where they at now? You still talk? Do you even have their number?
One of them is my cousin. Like
That's
that
family,
was
don't
my
count.
best friend.
Family don't count.
What do you mean? Yes, they
Talk
do.
about friends, not family.
Yes, she was my friend. And then there's two other girls. One is in the U.S., but we don't talk.
Mhm.
Haven't even met her
Mhm.
since she came. And
Wait, she's in
Another
the
one?
U.S. You haven't seen her?
yeah, but I did meet her mom and one of her sisters because they had come to a conference. And the other friend is still back home. I have not talked to her since we've been in the U.S.
Do you even talk to them on the phone?
I talk to my cousin every now and then.
Oh, okay, cool.
Which reminds me, I do gotta call her soon. Sometime when I remember again. Yeah. And then other people, they were just, you know, passing.
I love the passing.
They just make a way for, the true friends.
I'm passing the phone to all the friends I left when life got a little difficult.
See, when life gets difficult, that's when you see your true friends.
Yeah, for sure.
The ones that are not real, they'll leave. You're like, I don't want to be a part of that. The ones that stick by you through the hard time, they're real friends.
You
No.
know,
Pay
sometimes
attention to that.
I feel like sometimes there are, when you, let's say you're going through something difficult, there are friends that are there to help you out. They're literally telling you, I want to help you out. Like, I can be there for you if you want me to. But if you keep pushing them away, they're gonna get tired.
They're still gonna stay by. I mean, they're not gonna go away. They're gonna like stay close. So whenever you do need them, they'll be like,
Okay, let's say you insult them to the point where it's like,
wow, they're your real friends. They should know like that's not who you are. You just a little heated right now. You know what I'm saying?
It depends. I guess it depends who the person is. But I feel like if you're going through a hard time, I mean, this is the lesson that I learned. If you're going through a hard time and somebody is like, I'm going to be here for you, you know? But you're literally distancing yourself from them, but they're still staying a bit close. They're not forcing you to talk. They're not forcing you to do anything. You know, I appreciate that. But the minute that you do something to them, and I, like, you yourself know, dang, I know well enough I wouldn't, like, come back from that. You know? I feel like that's when it's like, oh, okay. You know, you gotta accept you messed up. You just lost a friend. You just lost somebody that could have actually helped you out.
Speaking of that, you just reminded me, like, you were saying whatever you just said. I was listening. I promise I was listening.
It was not.
Because, you know, as you were talking, like, I just wanted to ask you, like, okay, we did live together once upon a time. So I was like, okay, I want to know how it was your feeling that exact moment when I left that living arrangement and, you know, went on my own. Like, you know, did that really change the friendship situation? Like, what was really going through your mind?
Not at all. It did not change the friendship at all. Because I'm like, we all go through moments and we're like, you know what? I want to try something new. I want to see what I could learn from doing this. And I applaud people when they do that, but I want them to know and be like, okay, even though I'm doing this, I gotta know, like, if I mess up, then, you know, there's gonna be consequences to be met with. But absolutely nothing changed.
Okay.
At least for me.
Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah.
Because just came on my head as you were speaking was very awkward.
Absolutely not. I feel like as I got older, I have tried to be like understanding of everybody. Because we all go through different phases in life. We all want to have like experiments with certain things, certain situations. Because I too be wanting to like experiment. Okay, if I did this, would I gain, like, what type of knowledge would I gain from it?
Is there any friends that you were like, damn, I really regret having that friendship with you?
I don't regret, because I learned something very, very valuable. Every friendship that I've ever had, I learned something valuable. Whether it's something to look for in another friend, or it's something that I'm like, you know what, the minute that I see that, I'm walking away. Yeah.
Nia?
Well, for me, like before we get too deep, what is your definition of friendship? Like, I want to know what you guys call. What do you say? What would you say is a true definition? What is your definition? Because everybody have a different definition.
I feel like a friendship or having a true friend, somebody that can call if I'm going through something, be like, hey, I'm going through this. Either I need like financial help or just like a listening ear. Someone I'm like, okay, whatever I'm going through, I know this person got me, you know?
Exactly.
With no judgment, just be like free willingly with that good pure heart of like, okay. Like there's friends that you can go to for just financial, but you can never go just like talk to,
Advice,
right?
For sure.
Mhm.
And there's friends you can go for advice, but will never helping you financially, you know?
Yeah.
Or there's friends they're meant to just go eat or just go out to have fun. There's friends in every situation, but for me, I have friends having somebody there for you.
Yeah.
Because there's friends that are there for you stepped away, it's different. And there's temporary friends, you know, that you know they're meant to be temporary until you're ready to grow up, you know. They was like, okay, when I'm ready to take the next step, I know I'm not taking that step with you. You know, it's friends.
What about you?
Honestly, I feel like it's the same thing for me. It's having somebody that I can go to in a certain situation. Let's say I need, like Maddie said, I need advice. I know I can go to that person and they will give me advice. Whether I take that advice and actually utilize it, or friends that I could go to and be like, hey, I'm struggling in this moment financially. Are you able to help me out? If she would say you can help me out, I will understand because I don't know what your financial situation is. I just came to see if she could help me.
Even if you work multiple jobs and still
Yeah.
broke, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so picture this. You have a friendship, right? You have a friend who you've been with for, well, I don't know, let's say 2 years. Y'all known each other for a while, right? And then all of a sudden something bad just happened, like that.
To them or in that friendship?
To them, like something bad happened. Instead of them like going to ask like, hey, this situation has happened to me. Like, I don't want to assume anything, but like, you know, like I need some advice. Like, what do you think I should do? Instead, they turn to their family and go ask their family like, oh, hey, you know, this situation just happened to me and like it almost cost me my life. Like, what should I do? Like, you know, and then the family member advise them to like stay away from people or from basically telling them like you need to remove all the friendship that you have and just
All of them?
yeah, all of them. Only focus on your family, literally.
Whoa.
So and then like instead of that friend of yours who you known for a while coming to you and ask you, hey, you know, this has happened, you know, like I don't want to say it is you. I don't want to assume anything. Like me and you know we're cool. Like I know you'll never do that. Like what can I do? Like what, you know, like talk about it just to see like what can you come up with. What would you do? Like if this just all of a sudden you decide to like ghost you and leave and like just pack their stuff and be like, you know, I'm out, like just like that.
Clearly communication. I feel like at that point, clearly you did not see me as a friend.
That's what I thought too.
Like you did not, I was not important to you at all. Because if you could just up and leave and not even give me an explanation as to why, or give me the chance to say my side or what I think, yeah, you never saw me as a friend. I was just somebody temporary that was
Just there.
like you were benefiting. There were some type of benefits. That's how I see it.
What about you?
Yeah, basically what she said.
What she
But-
said? What did she say? She said a lot.
Just like she said, it's temporary because most people, you see a real friend or the true person of a friend through a time of trouble. Instead of confronting you or just like, hey, talking through whatever problem they're having, they decide to abandon and just leave and ghost you. What kind of person is that? You know? Like, were y'all really truly friends? Or like, were you there because it was convenient for them? You know? It's like, if you just left because time was hard, whatever problem you're going through, without ever like discussing with me, how you know those people is going to help you or your family's going to help you if you never gave me a chance to show you that I can help you or to really just communicate with me. And I feel like as we get older, we need to learn to communicate. You know, if you want something changed or if you want something, communicate. Like, we just need to be afraid of hurting whoever's feelings. Like, you just need to communicate. Like, hey, you did this or you hurt my feelings. Like, or like whatever action you did was not right in my eyes. You know, it's like instead of ghosting people, we just need to learn to communicate. You know?
For sure.
Well, long story short, I don't want to make the story too long.
We got time.
Huh? Well, I
Got
don't.
time.
I'm actually on a tight schedule right now. But I'm gonna make it short and sweet. So, like I said, I had a friend, right? And this friend, I know this friend for a while. Like, I mean, we weren't really like we weren't tight. We weren't like best friends type. We weren't best friends. We were just like close. I mean, we were close, but not close. Like we could tell each other anything. Like I was cool with him. He would tell me, "Hey, I'm trying to do this." I'm like, "Okay, cool." But we were close to the point where me and him like decided to move in, like get an apartment together. So like we were living together for like almost like 6 months. Yeah, like 6 months. So like since we were all boys, like we'd take turns. Like I'll cook, he will cook. You know what I'm saying? Like we share. Like, we're like a family. Like we're cool. We share not everything, but like we share food and like space, living space. So one day I decided to like cook. I made rice and like chicken, and like we had a guest over. One of my friend had came over. One of our friend, because he also knew him. He came over for like a visit. I think he came for like a couple days, cause he was trying to get away. He's like, "Yo, I want to come see you."
Is it who I think it is?
It is
that friend that came to visit.
To visit who, you?
You.
I have a lot.
Cause I think I saw the story where you posted a couple months ago.
Yeah, it's probably, yeah.
That friend.
So anyways, I don't want to say names because, like, I'm not trying to expose anyone or, like, make anyone feel bad. But I'm going to give you the story, like, the rough draft of the story. So, the friend had came over. I asked him. It's not like I just said, okay, yeah, come through. I asked him, yo, because he knew who he was. He used to call him, like, he had a nickname for him. Like, they were cool. So, like, yo, so-and-so is trying to come over, like, on the weekend or whatever, just to chill with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, yeah, it's cool. He's cool. It's cool people. I'm like, no big deal. He can come through. I said, I bet. Like, he want to come for a couple of days, 3 days or whatever. He said, yeah, it's fine, man. He's our boy. He's your boy. He's my boy. We cool. I said, all right, cool. So then, I let him know. I was like, yo, he said, we talked about it. He said, that's cool. You can slide through. So, he comes for about a couple of days or whatever. And then one day, we had no food. So, like, I wasn't working at the time. He was working. The guy, yeah, he was working. And I guess I came over. So, I didn't want to just keep buying, like, like food. Like, it's like, what, let me just go ahead and make some homemade food to make him feel welcome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I made some rice because he loved rice, too. He's a big rice fan. I'm not, but I made rice. And I made chicken, when I'm in the kitchen, I'll be doing my thing.
I can.
So, I decided to do that. And we all ate, my friend. Let me give him my name because I don't want to, like, I'm going to give him, like, a fake name.
Brody.
Let's just say, let's say Broski.
Oh.
Broski, the guy who I live with, the apartment. We all sitting, we chilling, we laughing and joking. I made the food. We all eat. He goes to work. No, he had to, because he worked overnight. He had like an overnight shift. So, me and the guest, I'm going to call him the guest because I don't want to put a name. So, Broski goes to work. And then, like, he takes, like, the food that I made, the rice, he packs it up and put it in, like, a little container or whatever. And then takes the food to work. And then, like, he eats it, I guess, on break or whatever. He comes home the next, because he worked nighttime. So, he got home, like, around 3 a.m. We were all asleep. He comes home. In the middle of the night or whatever, like around 3 or 4, he said 3. Like around 3 a.m., he started like throwing up and like he was just going through it. Like nobody really knew what was going on. So I guess he tried to wake us up. He said he tried to wake us up and no one was waking up or whatever. And then he decided to call his uncle. His uncle was like a pastor or something.
Wait a minute.
Wouldn't it be the ambulance?
Where was he waking you guys up? Were y'all going to pray for him or what?
No, guys. I mean, since we're there, like if he were to pass away, like we'd be the first witness to see it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess he tried to, cause I have my own room. Like when I sleep, I don't like people bothering me, so I like my room. I'm not gonna lie.
You'd like happy, bro.
I
like,
do not like it.
Why would you like? Why would you want to wake me up? If you're dying, I'm the last person you should call. You should call the ambulance. But I guess he tried to wake me up. He tried to wake the other guy. He's sleeping on the couch though. Like he should have been the first one to wake up. But I guess he said he came knocking on my door, and I couldn't. I don't know. And then like he called his uncle. His uncle was like a pastor or something. So he prayed. He called him and like prayed for him on the phone and told him, oh, someone was trying to like kill you. So they put something in your food. That's probably something that you ate. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be careful with what you eat. So, you know, it's like, okay. I mean, he told me the next day, he said, oh, yo. Because I woke up the next day and, like, there was throw up all over the room. Literally.
He
I'm like,
didn't clean it up?
no.
Like
That's
all over
wild.
his room.
Yeah, obviously. Why would it be in my room? I was
Okay. I was thinking about a common area such as a dining room or.
Nah, he was
Yeah.
in his room. He was in his room.
Oh.
So, you know,
Like on the floor.
hmm
Oh.
So, you know,
Wait, why didn't he get a trash can?
but he's in the middle of the night.
I don't
And, like,
care. Like I'm running
It
to the
just
bathroom.
instantly, like, you don't plan it. It just,
No, I'm running to the bathroom. At least leave a trail going to the bathroom.
it's not funny because it gets actually deep. So, you know, I guess he wanted us to see that he was serious or whatever. So he left everything, literally, like, the throw up all over, like,
Go to
His
the
bedside.
bathroom. Bedside. Did he not smell that? Because I know throw up smell is atrocious.
I know. That's how we woke up the next day. It's like, yo, what's that smell? I guess he went back to sleep after because I don't know how you sleep through it. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
So, you know, the next day, whatever, we get up. He calls us, yo, you know, last night I almost died. You know, like, this situation had happened to me. And, like, I don't know. I called my uncle. You know, he's like a pastor or whatever. And, like, he prayed for me. And, you know, and then, like, he told me, like, somebody put something in my food. But the crazy thing is, the place where he worked, there was, like, a lot of Africans. Like, it was this place where they have a lot of Africans. And they said, like, he even told me himself, like, yo, be careful, especially in this town, like, in this part of the town. They do, like, a lot of, I guess, witchcraft or whatever. So, you know, and then, like, so I told him, like, since you work around them, like, just know, like, always watch your back. Like, don't trust nobody, especially with the food. Like, if you have food, like, they give you a locker. Put the food in the locker and lock it, or
I
leave it in
wouldn't
your
even
car.
put it in the locker.
Or leave it in your car.
Yeah.
But no, I guess he just left it on the table and went to work.
Oh, wow.
But the thing is, the next day when he came back, he started. I guess he didn't want to, like, blame it on us, but you could tell, like, if somebody just get up and leave, that means they're assuming that you are the one. You guys are the reason. Because, you know, the week, I think, like, because I wasn't working, I was actually, like, on vacation or something. I don't know what I was on, like, a vacation. So, you know, I decided to go home for, like, a week. I told him, yo, I'm about to go home for a week. That friend of mine, the visitor had came. He stayed for, like, 3 days, and then he left. And then I was like, you know what, let me go see my family. I'm not just going to sit here if I'm not working. So, you know, I told him, yo, I'm about to go home for, like, a week. So, yeah, I'll be back next week. Is that cool? He said, yeah, that's fine, you know, but I don't feel safe, like, in this house by myself. So, because his uncle lived, like, 20 minutes away. He went there. He's like, I might just go chill with my uncle for, like, I guess for the week that you're gone. And then when you come back, I'll just come back. In my mind, I'm like, you're grown. What do you mean you don't feel safe in the house? Like, you're older than me. But, you know, I didn't want to judge. I'm like, you know, he's going through a hard time right now. Like, he probably needs time to adjust or whatever. So I was like, yeah, that's cool. Just go, you know, go spend time with your family. And I hope everything's fine, you know. So I leave to go to Virginia for, like, a week. So after my trip was over, I called him on the way. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm actually heading back. I should be back, like, Sunday night. He's like, okay, cool. I still don't feel comfortable yet to be back in the apartment, living there. So I'm gonna stay here for, like, 3 more days, and then, you know, after 3 days I'll come back. I was like, okay, cool, that's fine. So, you know me, like, in my mind I already knew, like, where this was heading, but I didn't want to assume the worst. I was like, you know what, let me just give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, maybe he's gonna, like, you know, something will change. Maybe because he's going through a hard time, probably need some time to adjust, and, like, you know, it's hard, you know. So I get back, I start going back to work, and then, like, on a Wednesday he calls me. He's like, yeah, you know, I gotta talk to you about something. Like, he was trying to be very secretive about it. Like, I could tell, like, he wasn't really trying to give me the detail. He was like, oh, you know, it just, you know, the thing that happened to me, and, like, and everything that's going on, I don't really feel comfortable right now, like, you know, living with people and, like, having friends. And, you know, like, I think the only people I need in my family, the only people I need in my life is just my family right now. So I'm like, bro, you know, like, you know how Africans are. They probably told him things like, oh, you know, those people you living with,
sure.
this and this and that. I told him, are you sure you want to make that move? Because, like, your family, yes, remember, there was a time where they didn't even want you. That's why you moved down in the first place. Now they say they want you to move in with them. Imagine, so you're going to be living rent-free. You think they're going to just let you live there for a long time like that? So, I told him, like, you sure that's what you want to do? Because, like, yeah, you went through a hard time. We all, we all felt it. We were sad. But you should be thankful that you're still alive and, like, try to live better. I guess you change your life, watch how you live or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, you still got a life to live. You can't just throw everything away. Like, he quit his job literally right away. No 2-week notice and nothing. He was just like, you know what? I quit my job. I quit this. I'm not doing that. And just left.
He was really living, I'm scared to live life right
No,
now.
I told him you can't be scared of life because, like, yeah, you almost died, but, like, you should be, like, a learning experience.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you should bounce back from that and try to do better. Like, maybe just the way you was moving was wrong. Okay, cool. But, like, what can you do now? Like, you just going to cut everybody off? Or you just going to watch your back? And, like, yeah, don't trust anybody, but, like, you can't just cut everybody off.
That's crazy.
So, it's like, no, he didn't want to, like, he kept calling me, like, I was calling him. He's like, yo, I don't really want to talk about it right now. I'm kind of busy. Like, can we talk about this another day? I'm like, bro, you on the phone. Like, we can meet up somewhere. We can sit down and talk. Like, why you been? He's like, no, I got to go. He's like, I'm going to call you back in a couple of days, Like, okay, cool. A couple of days goes by. Still haven't heard from him. So I call him. I reach out. I'm like, yo, bro, what's up? You good? He said, yeah, I'm good. What's up? I said, you said you wanted to talk. You ready to talk? I'm ready to talk. What's up? He said, nah, not right now. I'm going to call you.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, at this point.
I'm like, what? Okay, cool.
What?
So, a week go by, still nothing. So I was like, you know what? Forget it. He had my WhatsApp. And then, like, I started seeing him disappear. He used to, like, view my story every time I posted. I started seeing him disappear off that. I sent him a text. It wouldn't go through. Like, he had an iPhone. And then all of a sudden it started turning green. I'm like, did he change to an Android? Call him, nothing. Even to this day, like, we haven't had the full conversation to talk about, like, what happened, this and that. So
I don't like that. People leaving things unresolved or not giving you an actual explanation and the chance for you to speak. I absolutely despise that. And I feel like as grown-ups that we are becoming, we should be doing a little better. We shouldn't keep repeating the same things that we did when we were younger. Like, talk about stuff. Sure, you can assume, but with that, go and find out the actual information. Don't just run with the assumptions, because you're gonna leave the other person thinking, like what?
It made
What
me
did I
feel like
do?
I was the bad guy. Like,
Exactly.
am I the reason why he moved out? Like, because, like,
That's
if you just
wild.
told me, like, hey, this had happened, like, I'm not trying to assume it's you, but, like, what's up? Can we talk about it? But no, he just straight up and, like, got up and left. Like,
you gotta
even his stuff,
remember.
like, I was at work. Next day I came back,
Gone.
all the stuff gone. I'm
Wow.
I
Did
was
you at
like,
least change your locks?
What?
no, he left the keys and everything, just gone. And then, like, his passport came in the mail. I called him, yo. In order for me to reach him, I had to, like, download an app to call him. And then I told him, yo, it's me.
Wow.
He said, oh, so what's up? Now I told him, hey, your passport came through. Like, you want to come pick it up? He said, yeah, I want to get it. I'm like, when do you want to come get it? He said, I'll let you know. Even to this day, it's been, like, almost a month. I'm like, did you not pay for that? Like,
Yeah, it's over $100.
do you not want it? Like, so I don't even know.
He's trying not to travel anytime soon. He's probably afraid of the airplanes too.
Oh my gosh. No, that's
And
really
then
wild.
after I told the guest what happened, he's like, so is he assuming that you the one who did it? Like, the crazy thing is, me and the guest, he came back, went to this party in the same city. He came. We went. We saw what I call him, Brody. So Brody was there. Broski was there. I saw him. I guess he saw him and said, yo, Broski is here. I'm like, he's here? Yeah. And then, like, he literally just walked out from the building and saw us. And you would think the way he walked past us, you would think he does not know us.
Are you
Literally. I'm like, yo, Broski, what's up? He said, oh, yo, what's up, man? How you guys doing? And then just walked away. I'm like, bro, we haven't seen you like over
Oh.
like months. Like, what's up with you? You good? Like, you would think he was going somewhere. He was even going nowhere. He just went and made a U-turn, came back. I'm like, yo, hold on. Let's go talk to him. What's up with him? I'm like, yo, what's up? You good? He's like, yeah. How you guys doing? You guys good? And then just walked away.
What?
I was like, yo, let's just leave him alone. We go inside the party. He's sitting by himself. Like, you would think, like, he's just chilling with other people, vibing. No, like, we're just chilling on the table. The guest is like, yo, Broski's over there. Why is he sitting by himself? Why don't he just come chill with us? I'm like, bro, he's going through a lot right now. He really don't trust nobody. So, like, I don't know. So, yeah. So, would you guys call that friendship?
No. Because even family can turn on you. Even family could do you dirty. So, but it's crazy that that person, his uncle that's a pastor, did not advise him to like at least come to you and talk
Yeah, that's what I was
about it. That's crazy. Like, don't just assume, man. Like, if y'all had been living together for that long and out of nowhere.
The crazy thing is, like, we never had no beef. Like, the only thing we'll talk about, like, 'cause, you know, you want to...
Wait a minute. Could it have been food poisoning? Because now I'm thinking about it and looking back at the message.
But if it was food poisoning, we could all been affected. Like, we all ate at the same
because
time.
he said he left it on the table.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It do get bad.
Oh, but he only worked 12 hours. You know what? It gets poison. Oh, like from someone else putting in, or
No, like
Being left out.
Being left out.
maybe, I don't know.
That's crazy.
But
I cannot.
I guess you just assume the worst and say, hey, maybe it's the people that you with. Watch the people you hang out with, and just left.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
I would want somebody to trust me, or at least give me the benefit of the doubt, and come and ask me straight up.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
But the thing is, like, we never had no beef. Like, we had a couple of arguments over like.
Over small stuff that
Yeah,
you can
like-
come back from.
Mm-hmm.
I know I didn't do this to myself. Someone did this to me. While I was throwing up, the food wasn't tasting right. It had something inside.
But he ate it at the house.
We ate at the house. He packed it up and took the same food to work.
Oh.
So, but the thing is, I guess he assumed it came from home. That's what I guess we were saying. Like, maybe he started from, like, he the one who packed. I understand if we the one who packed the food for him, like, here, take the food to work and go to work. No, it was like, we ate, we made the food, we ate, and then he's like, okay, cool, this food was good. I'm gonna take something to work. He put it in his own thing and packed it up and took it. And then the rest was history. We came back, or I'm like, okay, cool. The thing is, like, okay, if it
Yeah,
was
it
from
doesn't make
home, wouldn't
sense.
me and the guests would have
Exactly.
been throwing up too?
Yeah.
If it was poison from home?
Yeah, for sure.
That's the thing that got me. I was like, wow, okay.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't call that friends. Stupidity at that point.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't blame him, though, because, like, he's just been going through a lot. And, like,
No.
you guys know how he is, you know.
I don't.
Well, backstory is, let me give you a little bit of history, a little bit of his history. I don't know. He grew up without a family, so, you know, it was hard for him to, like, you know, like, adjust to, like, the normal life that we have. You know, we grew up with mom and dad showing us right and wrong. He didn't have that. So he had to learn from friends. And he was adopted, got kicked out, and, you know, grew up on his own. He said he got his first apartment when he was like 18.
Wow.
And, you know, he moved from city to city. And, you know, growing up, it was tough for him, you know.
Not bad.
And, like, he was trying to find love for so long, but, like, it's just the way. No, it's true. Like, it's just the way. I guess the way he was, like, it's just the way he approaches the situation. It wasn't
Too
like.
aggressive?
No, it wasn't too aggressive. It was just like
Age
one
just a
female.
number.
Huh?
Age just number to him.
No, I don't want to say too much, but like it's just he was having a hard time, and like sometimes he would tell me, oh, you know, if I was in your shoes, like you're a photographer, it comes easy. I'm like, no, it's not. It's just you just gotta go and talk. You don't do that. That's the thing. If you want a girl, go and tell her like, hey, you're cute. I want your number, this and that. You know, He wouldn't do that.
don't
He
work
was
sometimes.
scared. One of the females said he was nervous. Like he would look away when he was talking to the girl and stuff like that. You know, I mean, he was working on it, but
Dang,
yeah,
that's tough. It's real tough. But may God be with him.
no, he's good. He loved God. He was a man of God, and like he really did. He was a man of God. That's all I can say.
I mean,
He
I
prayed
feel
and
like
worship. He goes to church. He never missed a day in church.
men of God, they get tested, and you have to know how to stand after getting tested. You know, like if you don't get tested, are you really a Christian? Your life can't be too easy if you're a Christian.
Exactly. That is something I have come to learn.
Like if it's too easy, you're doing something wrong.
Exactly. Saying that after you. You already one of his.
And like saying it, yeah, obviously if your life is going like so smooth and it's just sailing, sailing ain't worried about you. It's like you already one of
Exactly.
mine.
Yeah.
This is there's this guy. This is a white. I want to say a wise guy. It was this person that said, "It's not about what happens to you. It's about what you do after what had happened to you.
It's not about the
reaction.
storm, but it's the aftermath of the
What you
storm.
do.
Wow. That's wow.
Happy, share a story about one of your bad friendships.
It wasn't bad. I wouldn't say it was bad. I was just saying like it was an experience.
It was
you know?
a crazy
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah, it's an experience. But you know,
One
you
of a
learn.
kind.
That's how you learn people though. Like you just see what type of people they
That's
are,
true.
and like you don't get mad after that. You just move on. You know.
Absolutely. You know, I think one of the crazy friendship experience, I think I got on my crazy experience. I don't want to say name, but so, I mean, we talked about it previous podcast, you know, like I think it was our second or third podcast with Rosine, you know, like I think my crazy experience would have been with Rosine, you know, during that whole triangle situation with her and her ex-boyfriend and her ex-boyfriend being my best friend and she being my best friend and how that situation played out.
That never works.
Exactly. And like, you know, like honestly, I feel like in that situation, she had every reason to be like, okay, let's end this friendship. Let's go our separate ways, you know? But again, she was just like, no, we'll overcome this. You know, we're better than this. And, you know, we'll work on it, you know, trusting each other and just like moving forward. And I think that was important, I guess, you know? It was not about the storm. It was like, how do we repair our friendship after the whole shebang, you know? It's like, how can we learn to move past it? Kind of like trust each other. You know, when you're saying something, I would take your word for it and not be like, well, this is not working out, you know? Because we were friends before ex-boyfriend and, you know, and we're still friends after him. Yes, your turn, Happy.
LOL. I wouldn't say I have any crazy stories, but just stuff that I learned. Let me see. For me, it's that guys and girls can be friends, or the theory of guys and girls can be friends or cannot be friends. I feel like they can be friends, but there has to be boundaries. And I put boundaries with all the
Boundaries or walls?
boundaries.
Okay.
What type of boundaries though?
Let me see. I limit what we talk about. I try not to get too personal, because the one person that I did get too personal with, got too personal. And that friendship ended quite in a way I wasn't expecting. Because I was like, that friendship could have been saved, but because you chose to not know how to communicate, that friendship ended. But then again, I also felt like that person wanted our friendship to end. So in order to, because they already knew that, I had said some along those lines, like, you know, if anything happens, this friendship will be over. The friendship will be over, and
He took a
so
literally.
yeah. But the thing is, before any of that, I did change my mind. I was like, I wouldn't mind talking it over,
Like,
seeing
no,
if we can
me.
come back from that.
Stay. I was joking. Come back, bro.
But you know, you learn in life. You learn, and I learned that communicate.
Bruh, yeah.
Communicate. If there's something going on, something wrong in the friendship, communicate. Voice it. Don't just go silent, because I will go silent. And the minute that I go silent, it's over. I
That-
feel like I no longer see you as a friend.
It just reminded me of the whole situation.
Actually, yeah.
Go ahead.
I have another story, but it's probably for
Ooh,
another day.
let us.
It's too.
Kids.
I want to
We're all
spill too
about
much juice.
stories. Spill the juice.
Too much
We
tea.
want the juice.
We want the tea.
So I had a friend, right? Well, I had a friend I was close with. I grew up with him. He's not in a better place right now, so I'm not gonna
Wait
say.
a minute. Like heaven?
Heaven is not a. It's a better place. I say he's not in a better place right now.
Oh.
Why are you laughing? I don't want to say too much detail because, like, I don't want to say his real situation that he's going through and, like,
And then have the family come after you?
yes. But, you know,
Do I know this friend?
no, let's just say you don't know. You don't, nobody, none of you guys know.
Okay.
It's a friend I grew up with. Well, I grew up with him since, yeah, I grew up with him. And, like, I don't know if you guys will call this a friend, someone that go behind your back and do something.
That's not a friend.
I mean, like,
That's
I'm
a
not.
foe.
I wasn't really tripping about it because, like, okay, let's say you have a boyfriend, right? And then, like, you broke up with that boyfriend for some reason, and then, you know, since you broke up with her, you have no other like intentions of like going back or nothing. You just whatever happens, happens. But you wouldn't expect one of your close friend like Madeline or something to come and be like, "Oh, happy, I'm dating your ex-boyfriend."
Not even conversation. I'm
No,
interested
like-
in that person.
Like, not she wouldn't come and tell you.
Oh.
She would just, you just hear it. Like, you just hear it from other people. You just hear it. How would you feel about that?
Oh, that is a snake.
Man.
To me, that's a snake. Because if you were interested in that person, come tell me.
I mean, why though? Because you're not with that person.
It doesn't matter. That's
So,
the
like-
person I have history with, and you know a lot, like some information of what went on in that relationship. So therefore, as a friend, I feel like you should come to me and be like, "Hey, I'm interested in the person that you once dated."
Wait, after.
I do.
Before they even get into anything.
I mean, I do feel where you're coming from. It's just like the situation I was in. It was like all tangled up.
I might never be friends with you.
Entanglement.
Huh? No, because like I don't want to say too much because like I feel like the person that I'm talking about, they're gonna hear it and they'll be like, "Oh, so you know what?" I'll say it
How you sure they're gonna hear it?
because you guys are everywhere now, so you know. But you know, I broke up with my girl, right? My ex, over some stuff that had happened. So you know, I made the first move and say, "Hey, you know, I think we should go our separate way." I wasn't rude about it. You know, I was like, you know, I first I was like, let's take a break and we'll see how it goes.
A break is a breakup.
No, I didn't say break up. She
A break
took
is
it as
a
a
break up. No, I hate people who say, "Let's take a break."
Yeah, it's just
that
get
is
your
you
mind
breaking
straight.
up with
It's not
somebody.
breaking up. Sometimes you could be like, okay, let's take a break so you can like get your mind straight and like then you come
Nah,
back
just
and be like,
say,
you know,
"Okay, we're still dating,
no, I didn't say
but
that.
can I get some space?
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I
dealing with
said.
something."
It's exactly what I said.
You say break.
Break. Yeah.
If somebody says break to me, it's a breakup. Ain't
No,
no communicate. We're
that's-
broken up. If I go and talk to somebody else, you ain't gonna come back to me and get upset about that because at that point we're broken up.
So anyway, so she took it. I guess she took it like that way. I said, hey, let's take a break. You know, like whatever that happened. You know, like it didn't sit right with me, and like I want to get my mind straight, and like you know. So she took it as a break up or whatever.
Should have
So,
said
you know,
it
she
that
started
way.
going off and this and that. I'm like, you know what? I don't have time for this. Let's just call it a break up then. So, you know,
Okay.
called it a break up. So it was done.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I had broke up, I guess she still, like, you know, like, I guess she still had bad blood for me. Because I seem like I'm the bad guy now for, like, you know, making the final call or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then at that time, I was actually going through something else with my, I wouldn't say close. He wasn't like a best friend. He was a close friend. Cause like,
Associate at that point.
no, he was a close friend because like we went to the same high school, middle school, whatever. And like, this is actually not the first time that had happened. Like we fight over. It wasn't really a fight over a girl. It was like over some stupid stuff. Back in high school, you know, he dated one of my best friend, female. And then, like, since me and her were close, like, he just assumed, like, I wanted her. I'm like, no, bro, if I wanted her, I could have been dated her. But the fact that you came to me and told me, so, you know.
The
like,
light-skinned girl?
Yeah. So, you know, like, the fact that you came to me and I told you and I set you up, that means I didn't want her, but I put you on. But, you know, that story ended like that. And then this situation, he was going through something. Like, I guess he did some stupid stuff, and he wanted me to stand up for him. But I couldn't stand, like, me, I'm not going to stand. Like, if I know the truth, I'm going to stand with the truth. I'm not going to go just because you're my friend, like, look stupid in front of the people just to make you look good.
No, you're going to get beat up by yourself.
So, you know, like, I guess this guy came over and, like, I should literally beat him up for some stupid stuff that he did. I'm not going to tell you what he did. He did some stupid stuff, and, like, they came over, and I was there, and I was cool with the people who came to beat him up. And I was cool with him, so it was like, they came and told me, hey, bro, is so-and-so here? I'm like, yeah, they're here. Why are you looking for him? I thought you two were beefing. He said, yeah, we are. I just want to talk. So as soon as he said I want to talk, I was like, yeah, this is not the talk that I think he's about to do. Because then he told me that, yeah, you know, he did this and this and that. You know, I just want to, you know, just put some common sense to him. I was like, you know, I think I'm at the wrong place at the wrong time. I should probably leave before this gets any, you know. Because I'm not going to sit here and just watch him get beat up. Well, you know, because I'm friend with both of them. Like, I guess I'm the op since I'm cool with everybody. So, you know.
I don't think that's what it means.
No, because you're cool
You're
with
not taking sides.
Yeah, so basically the op for everybody. So if you choose the other guy, that means you're the op for him. And then I was like, you know what? I'm cool with him. I'm cool with you. And I know he's in the wrong, so I'm not going to stay here and watch him get beat up for it. I might just
time
leave.
for me to go home.
So, you know, I told him, yo, I'm about to go. He's like, no, why you about to leave now? No, actually, he wasn't home at the time. They had to call him, and he showed up. He's like, no, I called him. I said, yo, you know what so-and-so is here looking for? He's like, yeah, they told me they was going to come down here. I said, I'm like, so you know? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh, yeah, well, they're here at your house, like, literally waiting for you. I said, I bet. I'm like, 5 minutes. I'm like, oh, okay. So you hang up the phone.
No warning.
He knew. The thing is, he knew. Like, they already told him, like, yo, if you do this again, I'm going to come over there and beat your ass or whatever.
Oh,
And he did it.
wow.
I don't know. I guess.
Okay, that's just stupidity.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to stand with it.
Stupid.
So, you know, he came. He's like, yo, I'm going to beat him up. He did this and this and that. And then, like, after he pulled up, he got inside. I put him to the side. I'm like, yo, you know what's about to happen, right? He's not here to just talk. He's actually like, he's like, yeah, I know, I'm ready. You know, I'm like, okay, cool.
Oh.
So, you know, I'm like, well, I'm about to, look at the time. I got to go. I really got to go. I got some stuff to do. He said, no, stay. I'm like, no, I'm not going to stay. Like, why would I stay? And then, you know, I leave because their dad was about to leave too. So, you know, I'm like, if their dad leave before me, he going to think I was part of the gang to beat him up. So I left before he left. I was like, yo, I'm leaving. I was like, oh, you leaving? All right, cool. The dad left right behind me. So I get home. I think like 2 hours later, he texted me, oh, you so fake. Why would you do that? Why would you leave knowing this and that? I'm like, how am I fake? I wasn't a part of it. But for some reason, I ended up being a part of it. He came to church the next day. He went and told my parents, mom came and said, so what happened? You beating people up? I'm like, me beating who up? You know, so-and-so, you know, their parents called me and told me this and this had happened and you was part of it. I'm like, that's a lie. You can ask their sister. Her sister was there. Their dad was there. They saw me leave.
Wow.
So, you know, I told mom this is what happened. He did this and this, and they came over to beat him up. And I was there at the wrong time. I left at the wrong place at the wrong time. I left, and whatever happened, I have no idea. But they told me that he got beat up. I was not part of it. I said, oh, okay, cool.
Dang.
So, you know, I guess he came to church the next day.
With a
Everybody
black
saw
eye
him.
and everything.
Yeah, you guys saw him. He came to church, you know.
Really?
Yeah, he came to church.
Yeah. It was
Where was that?
And then,
It
you know,
was a lot of people that came to church that day too. Didn't his
So-
siblings come to church that day?
they
too?
asked him, so what happened to you? He said, I fell, you know, I was
Mhm.
running, this and that. I already knew the truth. I told Mary, she was like, yo, what's happened? Look like he got beat up. Like, what's up? I'm like, it's funny you said that. He said, what do you mean? Like, it's a long story. I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
And then, you know, he came and left. And then, like, I guess he was beefing with me now. So from that, he was beefing with me. And the only thing he could, like, the only way he can get back at me was, like, basically get with my ex. Because my ex was mad at me because I had already left her, right? So, you know, the day, he didn't really know her like that. He met her, like, I think it was, like, a church conference.
Wait a minute.
What?
Starts with.
No, don't say it.
I put that.
Yeah. So, you know, that day they met, I
That's
guess. They knew each
sick.
other or whatever. And then, you know, after I broke up with her, she was mad at me. So, you know, she's very vulnerable or whatever. And he was coming in, talking to her or whatever. And, you know, they started dating. But the thing is, like, after I'm done with someone, like, I don't really care what they do. Like, whatever they do is their business. So I start hearing from my friends, like, yo, you know, so-and-so is, like, dating your ex. I'm like, no, why would they do that? That's stupid. Like, I mean, I don't care if they are. Like, they would have came to me, like, we're close. Like, no, I'm serious. Like, did you not see the Instagram? He posted something on Instagram. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't care. And then I hear from another person, like, yo, what's up with your ex? Is she dating this and so and so? I'm like, you know, like, I keep hearing a lot of people saying that. I'm like, I don't know. So, you know, the thing is, me and that person, even though we're beefing, we work at the same place. So,
Wow.
literally, so, you know, I see him at work one day. I asked him. No, actually, the same day, he had left his phone, like, on the, you know, like how you leave your phone. Cause me and him, we worked at this gas station. And, like, we were both cashiers or whatever. So, you know, he left his phone on lock, like, on the counter.
Do you think he did it on purpose or just accidentally?
I think it was on, I don't know. I don't even know. I feel like it was accidentally.
Okay.
So, you know, I seen the picture. I see, like, my ex on his wallpaper, home screen. So, you know, I asked him, yo, what's up with this? Like, I just saw my ex on your home screen. What's up with you guys? Like, what's going on? He's like, nah, nothing, man. We're just friends. Like, you know, we're just best friends.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, you're best friends now? Since when? He said, nah, man, we're just cool. You know, like, I'm like, you sure? Because, like, I heard people saying that you and her, like, dating or whatever. He said, nah, man, I wouldn't do that. You know, like, that's your ex. You know, you dated her. That's messed up. I wouldn't do that.
Wow.
I'm like, okay, cool. He denied it. So, you know, I go and talk to my ex. I'm like, yo, what's up? She's like, what's up? Like, is you and so-and-so talking? She like, no. Why you care? Like, you know, she being all... I'm like, I just want to know. Like, I don't
Having
care if
attitude
you,
and all.
like, if you are, like, I don't care. I'm not going to stop you. But I just want to, like, let you know whatever you about to do is, like, it's not going to work out. Because, like, I know this person. I grew up with this person, this and that. You know, like, it's like, no, it's not true. So I try to warn her or whatever. And, like, I guess she lied to my face, too, and said no. And, you know, truth be told, one day I was in California. She called me. She's like, oh, hey, what's up? I was like, we were just talking, you know, like, I haven't talked in so long. And then, like, I guess we're just talking on the phone, just talking about life. How's life, this and that. And then, like, after a while, you know, she's like, oh, you know, I want to tell you something. I want to get something off my chest. It's been hurting me for a while. It might sound weird or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool, what's up? Like, I don't care. You can tell me. I won't judge you. So I'm thinking, like, I'm not even thinking, like, she still have feelings for me or anything like that. I'm like, because we was joking around, talking about, you know, other stuff. Start telling me, oh, you know, I still want you and this and that. I'm like, didn't you date my ex? One of my close friends. She's like, yeah, we did date, but this and
What?
that.
So she admitted it.
Yeah,
in
she
the
admitted
end?
it, and then she still want to tell me that she still has feeling for me. It's like, even though I was dating him, you know, I was dating him just to get back at you for what you did. But I realized he wasn't one for me. You know, he cheated on me. I'm like, so what do you want me to, like, welcome you with open hands, be like, oh, okay, let me go back?
Whoa.
So end the story. I hang up the phone and like ended it. I said, no, well, this is going the wrong direction, and yeah,
Dang.
that's the story.
That's crazy.
Would you still say you and that person are still close now?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that at all.
Do you guys still talk?
No, we don't. We don't talk at all. He had blocked me actually because like after he got
For
beat up,
what?
he got beat up. It was all that was over because he got beat up, and I wasn't there. I mean, I was there, but I wasn't
not
there.
your fight.
Exactly.
Like I wasn't there to fight with him, alongside with him. Even though I was there, I decided to leave the situation.
I cannot.
So
Ain't
after
no
that,
way.
just kind of went our separate ways. Even to this day.
That's weird that they would block you just because you didn't fight for them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't fight for them either.
You don't even know them.
Mm. Well,
I'm
wow.
just saying in general.
You do have some stories. Ooh, if
funny.
that happened to me, I think I will. I'm not.
What would you do?
What would I do?
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably be. Honestly, I feel like if all that had happened to me, I'd be a completely different person than I am today.
Why?
I believe so.
See, the thing is, I feel like life tests you to see, like, it tests your character. You know, like, to
I
see,
would
like,
think differently.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I wouldn't be as naive.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not naive anymore. I used to be. But now I'm just like,
It is what it is.
expect. Well, not expect, but like, don't always expect for people to be upright.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just keep in mind that people change throughout, like, through time. You never know whether they're gonna change, like on you. But even then, if they change on somebody else that they considered was close to them, they might one day change up on you too. Maybe.
True.
Just always keep in mind, some could happen.
I mean, you are right though. It did change. It didn't change me. Like it changed the way I think of people, like the expectations from people, just because they were close.
Yeah.
Like this is one song that said your enemy could be your closest friend, like the person right next to you. Like you would think the whole time like, oh, this is my boy, like he will never cross me or do anything like that. But the whole time he's the one who knows you best. He knows your weaknesses.
Exactly.
He knows everything. So he's like the best person to cross you. Like he could sell you out. Like what's his name? Jesus got sold out by who?
Judas.
And they were close, best
Yeah.
friends, right?
I wouldn't go close to their best friends.
I mean, they were close. Like they were in the
It
same.
was one of the
one
people
of his
that he
one of his
knew
people. Yeah.
were close by.
So like, if Jesus can get crossed by his own people, what makes you think we're any different?
Jesus knew though.
I mean, he knew.
Jesus knew and still kept him around.
Exactly. Let's give us
see what love
give
is?
us an example of like
Me, I'm
life.
not Jesus.
No, it's
But yeah.
a story. Just give us an example of like what to expect in life. Don't just
Yeah.
expect the best from everybody. Always have doubts, and
Well,
give
don't
people
always have
chances,
doubt.
but always
Yeah.
know like any day you can get crossed too.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, okay, question.
Mm.
You know how you can have different friend groups, and with all those different friend groups, do you feel like you share different information with each one of them depending on like
Absolutely.
where that level of friendship is?
True. Yeah. There's people that you like. You would say that like your close people. You tell them everything, like literally everything. Hey, this and this and that. I like this person. And there's people that you cool with, like your coworker. You wouldn't go and tell your coworker the same thing you tell your roommate. Exactly. So that's how it is. Like you have different type of friendship levels. Like what is a close friend? Friend below average, and
Okay, what if a scenario?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so example, me. I'm not the type of person. Well, from other people's perspectives, and I can see it. I can see it too. I'm not one to just say everything.
If that's the case, shouldn't you change?
What do you mean?
If other people see something, shouldn't you change?
No, I'm saying like people think that I don't talk, right? Because I'm not just gonna speak just to speak.
I mean,
I hate people. Let me not go as far as to say I hate people like that. I
I speak just to speak. What is your true feelings towards me?
No, like there's some people that just talk and you just say, do you talk just to hear yourself talk?
I mean,
Yes.
there's people. The thing about talking, like if you're close with people, you feel more comfortable talking. So
Exactly.
you can't just go and open up to everybody that you see. Like,
But there, I'm saying that people who just feel like, no matter what crowd they're in, it could be people that they just met and they're like literally spilling
That's just their personality.
every.
That's how they are. Like they just like
But
to
that's
talk.
kind of making yourself very vulnerable to
Everybody.
anything. Like a person could be like, "Oh, you out here bragging this and this and this. Let me do something. Let me show you." You know. So like,
True. That's true.
where was I going? Y'all just made me lose.
You say
track.
you're very shy. Not shy, but you just don't talk much.
Yeah, I don't talk a lot, but each person in my life, like they get like
A different version of you.
not a different version, but like
You would say
there's
different
levels.
Groups or certain friends. That
Yeah.
Okay.
They get like a different. Let's say with one friend group, I'm at a 5. Another friend group, I'm at a 10. You know, I don't know. I feel like they're.
I mean, like I said, it just depends on the people that you're close with.
But then there's some people who will be like, "Oh, you don't."
You don't talk.
Yeah,
you're
you don't
quiet.
talk. You don't say nothing. I come to you like with everything, but for me, I'm just like, I could be there. I just have nothing. I have nothing going on, so it's like, am I just gonna make up a story?
Yes.
No.
Okay, while we're still on the topic
Feel
of
like you got
not
kidnapped on
talking,
the way home.
while we're still on the topic of not talking, let me ask you a question. I have a question. Okay, so let's say you're dating somebody. You happy, you dating somebody. Around like he's your boyfriend, whatever, and like you don't really talk to him as much. Like you know like how you talk it over like around your best friend, like y'all just joking and laughing. With him, it's just like, like y'all seem like strangers. Even though you like him, he likes you. Like you get that, but like y'all don't have the same chemistry around each other.
Then we shouldn't be together.
Right.
But no, but y'all together though. Like how does that work?
Okay, if we're together, I'm not
Like-
gonna be like I would have to get to the point of like very comfortable, like how I am around my friends.
But you're not though. If you're not,
If I'm not, then why am I with that person?
I don't know.
I wouldn't be with that person.
Because you like that person, but you just don't feel comfortable talking to him.
What
as much.
Okay, what stage of the relationship is this? The very beginning?
No, y'all been dating for a while,
Oh no.
and you just don't talk to him as much as you talk to your best friend, like joke around by other people and stuff like that.
Is it because of him that I'm not talking?
No, it's because of you. Like you
It
don't.
wouldn't be.
I'm just saying, like you the one who just don't. I guess
I
you're just
can't
not
see
open to
myself.
him like as you are to your best friends or whatever.
Oh my gosh, Nia, do you know something?
No, I'm just asking because like I seen people like the first story we heard when we did the last podcast.
Okay, that was arranged.
Yeah, but the same thing that actually happened in real life. Like, what do you do in that situation? If you find yourself
I
stuck
would
in that
have to
situation,
break up with that person because if I'm not comfortable enough to
but
open up,
what if you like him? Like, you really see this person, like, y'all going
clearly I
somewhere.
don't like you enough to share anything
But
personal.
that's just your
about me.
personality, though. Like, you're not like a talking person. You're just quiet.
If it's okay, if I can open up with my best friends,
Mm-hmm.
why can't I open up with the guy who I'm like, I like you?
Or a guy that you see potentially
Yes,
be your future husband.
I mean,
that's concerning.
Yeah, because then if you're just like that in the relationship, what is the marriage going to be like?
Exact.
The
It ain't
same
gonna
way.
be nothing.
Ain't-
I
that
wouldn't
marriage
want to
ain't
be
worth
in
it.
that marriage.
I wouldn't either.
so you think it wouldn't work?
Yes,
wouldn't work. Cause we're not communicating.
No,
We're
y'all
not
communicate,
talking.
just basic communication. Like, hey, babe,
That would suck.
I'm gonna be home at this time.
No.
And this and that. It's not like y'all on the phone like 24 hours. Like, hey, I miss you. This,
Okay, I
no,
wouldn't want to be
just-
on the phone 24/7.
No,
but
so, you know,
like,
some couples be on the phone 24/7.
oh, that is
Literally,
so
every
cringy to
chance
me
they get,
nowadays.
you'll be surprised.
Like, as soon as you fall asleep, the phone is off. Hello? Oh, you sleeping? Oh, okay.
Like, who hang up the phone? I did.
Or if, there's like, why? My phone died.
I would kind of be like,
No, I'd be
okay,
like,
I
you
would get on
fell
the
asleep.
phone.
For me, I feel like once you fall asleep, there's no reason for me to stay on the phone. I've done it before for a person. I ain't gonna lie.
Stayed on the phone.
Yeah, until they woke up.
I have to. What a crazy life, ain't it? It was the learning experience.
You still do that?
No.
I was about to say that's
I'm
like
I only
grown.
did it twice.
childish.
It's childish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
LOL.
I agree.
I mean, we all have lives. We wake up to go to work.
Different
Please.
times.
Exactly. I do not want to be woken up at no 7 a.m.
Or they call you at 1 and you be like, dude, I can't talk. I'm sleeping. You don't love me anymore? I guess
Exactly.
not.
Like, really?
Okay, I've been going through a lot.
Imagine.
He's like, you tired
These are the
already?
people
Hell
that
yeah.
say that they want. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm tired. I want to sleep. I don't want to be on the phone talking to you. Like, nothing
Right.
personal.
Like, do you not have to go to sleep and get up for work in the next 4 or 5 hours?
I do.
Cause
Even if I'm awake, I don't want to be on the phone with you.
no, for real, that's too late.
I'd rather be
Neil, what do
sleeping.
you feel? Like a guy who calls a female past 12 and proceeds to stay on the phone till late hours. Like, you purposely called at 12.
In my opinion, I think that's childish. Like, I mean, it depends. Like, they're calling you for like to let you know, like, hey, my day. Let's say they have different. Like, he work at night, you work morning. I don't have time like in the daytime to like communicate. The only time I can communicate is like at night. I understand if you want to get some hours and like, oh, let me talk to you for like 30 minutes or an hour before I go to sleep. You know, I understand. But if it's just like, oh, just talking nonsense, like this, not like you're not really going nowhere. I feel like that's just kind of like that's childish.
Hang up the phone.
Yeah, like hang up the phone. If you ain't really got nothing important to say, like, hey, yeah, I'm good. You good? Okay, cool. Guess I'll see you later. Like, what we still talking on the phone? What we talking about?
Exactly. And
So-
why are we on the phone this late at night? People are sleeping.
Right.
I should be sleeping too. I find it rude. Especially, okay, let's say a female lets you know, do not call me
I mean,
past 12.
You can't say that because, like, what if it's an emergency?
If it's an emergency,
Call 911. I'm not your lifeline.
No, like, well, if you're dating, of course you shouldn't put a
Oh,
restriction
what?
on
I mean,
that.
if you're dating,
Yeah, I understand. But then.
but put a limit to it. Do not be calling every single day, every 2 days, every 3 days. You're
Every
calling
single
at
day.
12.
For what?
I'm saying at 12 in the morning.
Yeah, no.
You know, like you calling at that time, whether it's every 2 days, every 3 days. I don't know.
Oh.
Okay, another question. Or do you want to say something?
I got a question before you.
Okay.
Okay, let's say you're dating somebody and like, or not dating. Did I say dating? No, let me say not dating. Let's say you're talking to someone, and the only time you
What's
talk
the
to
difference?
you talking to someone to date.
Trying to get to know them. Okay.
So like, and then the only time y'all get to talk is when you call that person. They never call you first. How would you feel about that?
I feel sorry for anybody who.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm going through. I'm just saying like people actually experience this.
Yeah.
It's like, we're like,
That's true.
you would think like, oh, this person actually likes me, like they f with me, like
I've
going
been on both
places.
sides of that.
But the whole time you doing all the work, like you calling them, you checking up on them. They never do that.
I've been
And just to
on
get a
both.
response, it's like, oh hey, how are you? I'm good. No, like, what about you? You straight? No. Like I'm good too. Thank you for asking.
Oh no.
And she's
that's
like, oh, I
bad.
didn't ask, but yeah, how you doing?
Yo.
Not worth it.
What was your question?
Well, first of all, I feel like if I'm showing interest, for me as a female, it takes a lot for me to be forward and send a text first.
What? If you
Especially
like
if
someone,
the guy is the one that showed interest in me first, but all of a sudden they just like they cut.
what if they're testing you to see if you actually feel the
Why are
same
you
way?
testing me? Just ask me.
Hmm?
Just ask me.
But what if they want to know? Because if they're doing all the work, like, hey, they came to you on the porch and say, hey, you're cute or whatever. Let me get your number. They get your number. And then
He's
start
the one that
texting.
texts first.
Yeah, he texts you like, hey, it's me, the guy who got your number, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, cool, cool. And they start talking. But you're not really showing interest like you feel the same way he's feeling. And then, like, you know, he be texting you for like the past 3 days, you know, just checking up on
3
you.
days
Hey.
is not enough.
No, like, I'm just saying, like, he's giving an example, like 3 days checking up on you, like, hey, good morning, how's your night, blah, blah, blah. You know, for the 3 days consistently, he's been doing it. And then, like, not even out of those 3 days, you never came first and be like, you know what, let me text him and see how he's doing. Let me text him a good night. You know what I'm saying? And he just, like, stops. You know, what do? You just, both of you just stop and be like, oh,
I guess.
I was expecting a good morning or, like, a good night. I don't get it no more.
Oh yeah, I do that. I just
Huh?
stop and move on.
So you just end it
I
right there.
feel like
Yeah.
if the guy is the one showing interest first,
Yeah, but he did his job though. He got your
He
number.
has not done
He
his
talked
job.
to you. He asked you everything, and like even though he was talking to you, like he was very like it wasn't. It was like a very one sided. It wasn't like hey, how are you? I'm good. How are you? It was just like him doing all the talking, and you just doing like a one answer. What's it called? One answer.
okay, if it's a
One
one
word
word
answer.
answer,
Yeah.
he should probably get the hint.
Mm-hmm.
There's no interest.
Yep.
Exactly. So he just stopped to test to see if you were.
Well, if he stops and then the girl doesn't text, it just shows.
It ain't working.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's crazy.
it's okay though.
Yeah, it's happened. Ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie.
It's crazy.
Or like the guy put in effort for 1 week and then
No, for real. Like why?
that 1 week is
Like, you coming hot.
Yeah, like FaceTime, calls,
Texting
Mhm.
every morning and every night. Don't do that to me, because if you do that, I will get used to that behavior and I will expect it
But
from
Why?
their own.
Isn't it supposed to be like you do it and he do it back, and then like to keep it like conversation live?
You gotta do it until
Nah, I gotta feel like okay, he's
genuine.
committed.
Yeah.
Why is this commit? He hasn't asked you out yet. He's just in the
I gotta
talking stage.
see. It doesn't matter. I gotta see that he wants this.
No, it's not about him wanting. It's about both of you guys.
I would say a hey in the middle of the day,
Right?
not no good morning.
I'm like,
No,
nah,
but still,
what is
like I feel like for a guy, it would be better if like, reciprocate. If you say hey, you say hey. If you say good morning, you say good morning. And then
Yeah.
like even if like one day maybe he forgot, or maybe he just, so you know what? Let me wait and see.
I
Sure.
will wait until you unforget.
And then like if you don't say nothing, you don't ever say nothing. You don't think that's messed up for on the girl side?
No,
It probably is, but like
it's not messed up.
Man, it is messed up.
I mean,
Because okay, so the thing is, what the guys don't ever realize is girls get attached too easily. Like, so the thing is, half the time we gotta de-attached before we get attached.
exactly.
Like we gotta see if you are worth us getting attached to. Because for some girls, they get attached. It's hard to like move away. You guys, when y'all ready and to leave, they just pack up and leave.
Exactly.
Out.
That's why.
Yes. So, but then for the girls, it takes a little longer for them
They're
to like.
still,
leave.
like,
yeah, attached.
Dang.
Nah.
Can I try to do? What can I do to like make
Yeah.
him to like me again?
Yeah, or to get him back in my life, because like
Yeah.
we got used to that level of comfort, the level of having somebody there, to the point like
Just
what-
move on. Just pack your stuff and leave.
Uh-huh.
It's not that easy, bro.
Right.
Man.
Once emotions are involved for a female, it's kind of hard. That's why most females is like they're not ready to jump in until they know that guy's worth jumping in or is committed. They're not gonna switch up as soon as she was like, okay, let me take that leap of faith.
Exactly. And I feel like you shouldn't get emotionally
Attached.
too emotional into like getting to know somebody until for the ladies, don't get too emotional about the guy until they ask you out.
Yeah.
That's just me though.
Me Me too.
I
It's like, why
don't
you
want to
so
be in
cold
that
and distant?
situation.
Comes like, I'm not trying to get attached to you, sir.
Yeah.
I'm not until like I'm ready to commit to you. I'm not going to get attached, no matter at what cost. If your feelings gonna get hurt in this process, I'm sorry, but
It is what it is.
honestly, I'm trying to guard me and take care of me and do what's best for me.
Because they're going to do the same thing.
Exactly.
They're going to be looking out for themselves.
As anybody should be doing.
Sonia, how long do you think the talking stage should be going on?
Yo, that is a good question.
I don't know if you really
From your perspective.
if you really feel a person. I feel like a week is enough. It's enough time.
A week?
Yeah, like you really. Let's say I approach a girl and like I'm really feeling this girl. Like, you know, for guys, it's different. Cause like before we approach a girl, we actually have to study the girl. Like we watch the girl and like this girl the right fit, like the way she the way she
Carries herself.
you know, the way she carries herself, the things she do, her action, you know, like is this the right person for me? Like, do I see myself with this person? And they like you watch her, like you don't watch her like staring at her, like you know, you just
Of course.
you just like watch her in the back of my mind. Like you talk to her friends, like yo, I'm feeling this girl. Like, what do you think? Like, I really like this girl and this and this and that. Like, and then you know the friends like, yeah, she cool. Like I don't really have no story. Like guys, we talk. Like we'll talk about a girl. Like yeah, if we know something about this girl, we'll tell you like, yo, that
Thank you
girl,
for that little secret.
she's a you don't wanna do that. But you know, like you get a green light from your friend. Like yo, you know, yeah, she's cool. Like you know, she respects herself. She does this, and then you go talk to her. Like once you start talking, I mean, some people do like months and years talking before they actually commit.
Years.
Me,
That's
like, if I really like her, I tell her right away and like, hey, I really like you. Can we talk? And then once I get a number, we start talking. I feel like a week is good enough.
And then you ask her out?
Yeah, like
After
a week
a week?
consistently. Not like a week of like, hey, we talk one day and then we talk again Wednesday and Friday. No, I'm talking about like we talk the day I get your number. We talk the next day. Like the whole time I'm asking to get, like the whole time I'm getting to know you. You know what I'm saying? And then by that time, like, but from the answers that I get from you or the responses, I'm like, okay, cool. Then we can be a right fit. Yeah, you know.
A week is crazy.
Okay,
What do you
another
think?
question following
Hold on, what do you?
when you're talking to friends. I feel like a few months.
A few months of
Yeah.
talking.
Yes.
Nah, it's too long.
Trust issues.
Maybe one.
You gotta study every little thing. Cause I'm not about to commit myself to somebody who might switch up on me the minute that I'm like, I'm
You know the thing
I'm
you said,
locked
though?
in.
The thing you said, you can like actions speak louder than words. They could tell you all the things.
Exactly.
Like if you watching them, like you take them on a date and you see how they act, and then the next day you see them how they act, you can see their action. Like, oh, this person, you know, this person is this type of person. This is what they do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like action do speak louder than words. Like they can tell you all the good things about themselves, but you can actually see it for yourself and be like, And plus, you know her friends, so you gonna talk to her friend, and be like, hey, I'm feeling your friend. What's up? Like, and they'll tell you like, yeah, she cool people. You don't just go and just talk to her before you know her, before you get to know her history.
Okay, so do you think some guys give weird advice to their guy friends that come to them talking about they're interested in a female just to like mess up their chances?
I ain't gonna lie to you. Yes, I had a friend who wanted a girl that I wanted, but I guess he had tried and she said no. And then like since he knew I had a better shot at getting her, he went ahead and told me literally everything. That's why I feel like even now you can't even really trust nobody. Like even though you have friends and they'll tell you, you still gotta use your own brain. Like, was it what they're telling you really match the action she's showing you, or like the way she should represent herself? You know, like what they say, a book. You can't judge a book by its cover. That's why you gotta get to know the person, and like actually,
Right.
you know, interact with the person and like go on dates and like talk to that person. But yeah, they were telling me, like, oh, this person is a hoe. She does this and that. I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, just from the way she look, I don't see it. Like, you could usually see it like, okay, cool, just the way she carry herself, you know, the things she does, the way she walk. Yeah, he matches. But, like, this person, like, it was the total opposite. But the guy who wanted her, I could tell he wanted her, too, because, like, the way he was flirting with her, even though she wasn't feeling him.
Was
And,
she
like,
flirting back?
No, she wasn't.
Oh,
Like she
I
was
thought
like
well.
pushing him away, like, leave me alone, this and that. And then like, you know me, when I tried, I'm like, yo, what's up with her? Why she's always doing that to you? Like, she's actually cute. Like, you think I can get her? She's like, oh no, bro, you don't want to do that, bro. You know, this and that. Oh, she does this. I was like, what? Bro, she don't even look like it. But you know, I took my chances and went to talk to her. It turned out she wasn't even like that. And then I talked to that person. The person was like, yeah, you know, this guy been trying to get at me for the longest, and like this and this. Yeah, some weird stuff that had happened between them. And then she was telling me, like, I don't know. It's weird.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Maddie, you think that's what happened?
With who? I guess. I don't know.
That's crazy.
What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it. It's a toxic mess I'm into right now.
No.
Okay. Have you ever dated your friend's sister, or would you ever be interested in dating your friend's sister, and how would you approach it?
Happy. Go ahead and answer.
I've never dated one of my friend's siblings.
Have you ever had a crush on one of your friend's siblings?
Maybe in the 8th grade. I would say in the 8th grade. It was before, yeah.
Would that be wrong?
No, just asking in general.
For me, I feel like a crush,
Mm-hmm.
cool. But no, my issue is when a person becomes your friend just to get close to your sibling.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm just like, okay,
Cross the line.
yeah. Do not use me, you know?
But what if it didn't start like that? Like, what if it just happens to be that way?
As long as I'm kept out of that relationship, I don't care.
What if they're not friends with your brother or your siblings or whatever?
What?
They're just cool, but they're not like friends. You know what I'm saying? Like they talk here and there, but they're not like, they wouldn't call each other friend. How would that work?
If they're cool, but they're not friends.
Yeah, you want an example?
Mm.
Okay, so you have a brother. Let's say your brother
Mm-hmm.
Your brother is. I don't know how should I use the example. Let's say your brother's my friend.
Mm.
I mean, he's not my friend. Like, we're just cool.
Mm.
Like, if we each other, if we can't even talk.
See each other, y'all cool.
Let me drink some water real quick.
I can. Okay.
I've been talking too much. My lips is dry.
Right.
But yeah, let's say your brother your brother is not my friend. He's cool. I mean, we're cool. If we see each other, we say, hey, what's up? And keep it moving. With like no other conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And then like you had a crush on me, even though like we're not friends. Like even though we talk sometimes. How does that work? How would you feel about
I
that
feel like
situation?
approaching the sibling like, hey, you cool with me?
But you can see it. Like it's not like every time we see us together, like we talk, like, hey, what's up? What's good? Like life. It's just like, hey, what's up? Nice seeing you again. Keep it moving.
But still, just courtesy. I feel like for me, and just for me, as a respect type of thing,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, yo, you cool with me? You know, talking to your associate, friend, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What if he says no? Like, oh no, this guy, no, anybody but him. But you really like that
Then
guy.
they would have to tell me the reason as to why.
They just don't like him, and like it just.
Is it like behavior wise, the way they are,
Like they say
they
having
carry
a beef.
themselves?
They say they have beef.
Okay, that's between y'all.
So you're just gonna be like, oh well, that's between y'all. You're not gonna stop me.
I would probably be like, I
'Cause
would
you know,
cry. Like,
you're gonna
what
have to
is
bring
the
that boy
issue?
into the family someday, and they're gonna cross paths.
Well, you talking about some other.
No, I'm
type
talking
of-
about like you're dating. If you dating with somebody, obviously you're gonna be around each other, right? Maybe one day you invite him to like a family reunion or whatever, you know, like some kind of family party. He shows up, but knowing that your brother is not cool with him, then what?
They're just gonna have to be civil. In that moment, it's not about them.
It is, cause
It's not
he's
about
an
them.
op. As soon as you see an op, you know, it's on site.
Oh, okay.
Especially at your family event.
I probably wouldn't bring them.
Oh, okay.
But then again, if I don't see something, Because you will know if you like, okay, you know what? This is not going to work out. Tried it. It ain't going to work out. Just cut it off.
True.
Yeah. That's life.
You never really answered a question, Neil. You avoided it.
No question.
Have you ever liked a friend?
Oh, have I ever liked a friend?
Hello.
Yeah, sister.
No, of course not.
Never had a question on a friend's sister.
No, nah. Because I know it won't work. If you think about it, like, it's going to be a whole complicated thing. Like, oh, you know, I'm cool with her, but he's my friend, and, like, it won't work. I know people that have tried it. It didn't work out. I think we all know some people.
I don't know anybody.
Trust me, you do.
LOL.
You do, too.
I do.
Especially when it comes to, like, okay, let's say, how do I say this? Let's say you like someone. Okay, happy. If you like someone and then, like, your dad does not like that person. But you like that
I'm
person.
going to need a reason as to why he don't like them.
He just don't like that person. Just the
You
way he
can't-
carry himself, the way he act and do things,
If
just
it's
not
that, then I
match
can
with his
understand.
personality. But you being rebellious and everything, it's like, no, Dad, this is the guy for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have to listen to me because, like, I'm the one, I'm saying, who's going to be with him. So, no.
I guess we're just going to have to learn.
Oh, no.
Maddie, turn it off.
Hmm?
The candle behind her. But yeah, I just... No, ma'am.
I thought the house was on fire. I was like, damn.
It might be because it looks a little smoky.
It does?
Yeah.
The
It's
candle.
not just my glasses. I know that for sure.
It's your glasses.
No. But it would like... I feel like sometimes our parents know better. But because we're like, no, I want to see for myself. So we go see for ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether we're going to get hurt, we're going to learn a lesson. We're going to be like, okay, I guess my parent knew better than I did. I was just being hard-headed and wanted to see for myself. I try not to be like that because I feel like I learn best from everybody else's mistakes.
Me too.
I don't like being the one having to go through that situation. Because
Okay.
what I've learned is it ain't fun.
Well, we're still on this topic. Okay, after you told you this and you didn't listen and, you know, it didn't work out, would you go back to your parents and be like, hey, Mom or Dad, you was right. I'm sorry. Would you go and apologize or just brush it
I
off and be
feel
like...
the best way is to go and apologize. Yeah.
You would do it?
Yeah, I would have to.
I
As a
don't know.
Christian in me, it would just...
I don't know. I feel like
You wouldn't?
I'd probably just brush it off and be like, okay, cool, you was right. So what? This is so comfortable.
LOL, guys. I apologize for the short cutting, or I know the conversation was getting hot and juicy, but our fire detector came on. So we are cutting the show. I'm gonna figure out what's causing all of that. Maybe it's the candle, but who knows? Anyways, guys, thank you for tuning back in, and we thank Neil for showing up. And also, we have his contact info in the bio as well. If you want to reach out to him at 2focus_AP1 on Instagram. And then thank you for passing by, and thank you for spending some time with us. Again, this is Natty passing out. Bye bye.